Right, now it's time to stitch together the night before Christmas, driving home for Christmas. So what you would need to do, or should have done, is trimmed all your blocks with a 1/2 inch gap seam allowance. So that's what I've done, as you can see. Um, and again, you do it with the sashing border blocks, if you want to call them, 1/2 inch. So then what we need to do is get your blocks. As you can see, I've already done these and sewn together. So in between here, you've got 2 lines. So you're wanting to stitch between those 2 lines. That way then you're going to not get this seam in. I can't really see it. This stitched lining. Can you see that in white that I've got? So if you stitch on that line, there's a chance you're going to see that line when you stitch it together. So if you stitch in between the 2 lines, the 2 placement lines here, you'll see on your own. So stitch between those 2. So you're going to stitch all the way down your seams to join them all together. And then, contrary to normal quilting, you're not going to press to one side, you're going to press your seams open, because there's a lot of bulk otherwise. You've got a 1/2 inch seam allowance. They give 1/2 inch because you've got bulk, you've got your wadding, batting or whatever, you've got your stabiliser that you've left in, and then you've got various applique bits. So 1/2 inch is better because it will lie flat. 1/4 inch, it's not going to hold back, it will spring back up. So that's what I'm on with now. I have stitched mine together, pressed them. You need to make sure as well that all these seams are lined up. Can you see for your road seam? And then your blocks. So just get a pin and just hold them to make sure you've lined them all up. So I'm on with the next block. So I have skipped forward quite a lot just to save time watching a boring video. So you can see here, I've stitched my top one to it, lining my seams up here. Oh, excuse me. And here and here. So as you can see, I haven't stitched my snowflakes on the top. That's my choice. I wanted it more patchworky than quilted, so I wanted to leave that bare, but it is up to you. And as again you can see here where I've not stitched I've done the bubble quilting here, I haven't here. So I am going to get some puckering, as you can see here. It's unavoidable when you've got your wadding there, but I'm not that bothered, to be fair, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. I just like it because it makes it softer without that quilting. So it's your choice again how you do these blocks. So that's me top border. Oh, sniffles again. My first 2 rows. I'm trying to find my phone to show you what mine's going to look like. Um, Here we go. Get my photo up. Because what I did, I laid mine out on the floor before I started. Can you see? So that's mine. So I know that's my top, middles, and then I've got my bottom one um, here. So I've already pinned this one together here. What I do, I pin down both seams. I match this seam up in the middle and then pin down both seams. I can't match the seams up at the bottom because if you can see here on one of my blocks, I was short. I did fall short of the seam allowance, and I thought, you know what, forget it. So that is going to be slightly shorter than a 1/2 inch, but it will sew in, so it's not bothered. So it doesn't matter. So I'm not bothered. So again, you can see my seams match up. So I'm going to pin that, sew that now. So I've sewn all my blocks and then I'm going across. I'm not sure how Sweet Pea do it because, again, me being me, I haven't read the instructions. I'm very naughty. So this last bit is going to go on the bottom of this one when I've stitched it. No, I'm telling fibs. Wait a minute, how many rows have I got? I think I've got a row missing somewhere. Oh, that's that one. Oh dear. This is my bottom one. So this one is going to go onto the bottom of that one. So I will be back shortly and show you when I've done it. I'm just trying to show you my needle position here. I've got my needle set to a middle position. I don't know if you can see that. And then obviously I'm going to be sewing in between these two lines here. I'm not sure how clear this is on the video, but there you go. And I'm just using a normal stitch of 2.5 millimeter length, and I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going in between those two stitch lines. Like I say, you'll see them on yours, and I'm just obviously going straight across. I'm not going to stitch over my pins. Those days are gone when I used to do that. I'm using the Avenir for this because it's got a bigger throat and more space. And plus the fact my table's absolutely chock-a-block full of craft stuff and yeah, sewing projects. So like I said, I'm going all the way down, making sure that I'm not going over my pins. My seams are pressed open all the way along. And then what I'm going to do then is press these seams open again. I will show you on this one that I've already done. Can you see? All my seams are pressed open all the way down because it does reduce the bulk on such a big seam allowance. You have to excuse the total chaos that's my dining room. This is where I sew. So this is a table that I couldn't see. You still can't see, look, because it's got all stuff on it. So this is the driving home for Christmas finished as far as Sweet Pea are concerned with their blocks and everything. So I've stitched it all together. I've used fairy floss. Can you see it glistening and glistening? Blooming love that. I'm not going to lie, because this has been ongoing for I don't know how long. I was fed up of seeing this, but I have fallen back in love with it. I was thinking, which victim could I push it onto? But no, I think I'm going to keep it. So from here, you have got options. This could be, if you've not used a lot of vinyl like I have, I've used vinyl on my houses and things. So you don't want to be using this as a quilt for a bed, in my opinion. You've got, scratchy things. Um, so this for me is going to be wall hanging. However, if you're going to use, if you haven't started it yet, if you're going to use all fabrics all the way along, this could be a central panel, central piece for a lovely quilt for your bed. But it's entirely up to you. So this is how I've done it, literally block for block, as Sweet Pea have done it on their website, on their thing. So that is the finished one. I'm now going to make a wall hanging of this and pop it into my dining room on this wall here. Let me see if I can get you in, just to show you what wall it will be going on. On that wall there. That's my junk wall. So I'm going to berate, by the way, is a Yorkshire term for it will be okay. It's my favourite saying. That and another one, but I can't say that one because it's not very nice. Yeah, can't be bothered, but I say it differently. So yeah, so this is the finished quilt. So it's going to be a wall hanging for that bit of wall there. Again, excuse me, dining room, because it's not very tidy at the moment. It's chaos. You've got different options now. You can leave this like this because you have got your wadding inside, so it has got a bit of structure. Or, so you can just put a backing on it and then bind it around. I will pop another video on when I've done what I'm going to do, but this is it as far as I'm concerned, stitched together. Hope you got my chin in there. So I think I might do some wadding again. I've got some of the Sweet Pea viscose wadding, polyester viscose, whatever it is, wadding. And I do like that one. It's a flat wadding. So I might put that on 505 spray and then do a binding. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do another border around. I don't think I am, if it's going to be a wall hanging, because I don't really want it massive on my wall. So I think I might just leave it at that, and then I might use some red um, fairy frost for round the edge if I can find it, or find some. I might do a scrappy binding. I might do. I've got some pale blue fairy frost here. I don't know yet what binding I'm going to do, but come back for the last video and um, and have a look. So thank you for following me across this journey. I hope people are going to post their their finished quilts on whichever Facebook page you follow us on. We're on the wood seats tutorial. Wood seats. Oh, my chin again. I do apologise. You see my airy chin there, my little peach fluff chin. Yeah, so I'm on the Wood Seats tutorial Facebook group. We're also on the UK Machine Embroidery Facebook group and also the Avenir Facebook group. So follow us on there as well. And it would be fantastic if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, because it don't make us any money or anything. It's just nice that if people subscribe, and then you can be kept up to date for any videos that's going to be coming in the future. And it's nice that people then, I know people are watching and leave a comment or whatever. But like I said, this is mine finished, and I think I'm quite proud of that. Well, hey, thank you for watching.